Star Wars, The Force Awakens. Did it ever go to sleep? We're here tonight at Brennan Theaters watching Star Wars, The Force Awakens, which is the 7th installment to the saga of Star Wars and everything else that's Star Wars. Right off the bat, gonna say the movie was very enjoyable. It's nice to see some fresh blood in it. The movie was great eye candy. They focused a lot of more like dogfights, like the TIE fighters, the X-Wings. You got more like space battles, which was cool. I liked that. Everything was clean and smooth. They actually went back to like using models and like prosthetics, actually giving it the feel. But the movie, to me, had some pacing. It seemed to take a long time to kind of get the story going. Like, okay, I get it, I get you, and then it's kind of like they're doing this, I feel, before they finally go forward. Then once it goes forward, okay, this is happening, now I'm more enticed, but it took a little bit of getting to that point, for me anyway. It's nice to see some familiar faces. We got Han Solo, General Leia, and of course Luke Skywalker, R2-D2, C-3PO. I was a little disappointed in the music. I know John Williams did it. I was really wanting more Star Wars, like what Star Wars is when you watch, especially when you watch the original 3, you're getting hit left and right with the Star Wars stuff. I understand that he's making new themes and making new stuff, but some of it was just it just blended into the woodwork. It really didn't pop out. Rey's theme, I like that. That stuck out to me. Those are things I was interested in wanting to hear and see again after, so many years, but it was just I think John Williams was trying something different, which is fine. The visual effects were good. I felt most of it, 90% of it, looked real and felt real. My favorite character is BB-8. That little droid, they put so much personality and character into a little robot. Like anything he does, you're like, oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's so funny. The character cast ensemble, they were good. I liked where they were going with it. All in all, movie is a good movie. I wouldn't say it's the best movie, but it's definitely a good movie. Definitely worth checking out, watching in the theater. It's pretty solid. I'm gonna give the movie an 8.5 out of 10. And the reason being, there were some pacing issues for me in the beginning, a plot device that I felt was really redundant and are you kidding me? Come on. So 8.5 out of 10. Definitely worth seeing. I might go see it again. So at the end of this video, when we get to the end, there will be a spoiler one you can click onto and you can see what we felt about certain things that obviously give stuff away. To see what the other stormtroopers had to say, let's check that out.
I really liked it. This is actually my second time seeing the movie. I saw it last night, day before release, technically on Thursday, and then I saw it again today, and I actually enjoyed it more the second time I saw it. It has a nostalgic feeling to it, but at the same time, the characters are different enough. The new ones that they've added, I feel that it adds something new, like a new layer. They did a good job of introducing new characters. They did a good job of increasing the requirements for acting, and they did a good job of building the ambiance of where they are, what they're doing, the threat level of what's happening, just the looming doom that you get in the Star Wars movie that you got in 4, 5, and 6 and you didn't really get in 1, 2, and 3. It's definitely there in 7.
For the most part, I loved it. I have not been this excited to see a movie since Phantom Menace back in '99. Yeah, sue me. I was 12 years old. I didn't know better, okay? Who would have thought Episode 1 would be so terrible before it came out, right? I mean, come on. I went into this movie with expectations really high, and for the most part, I was not disappointed. I enjoyed myself throughout the entire movie. Got characters that you are familiar with came in at unexpected moments, and I was like, yes! Though I did not cheer aloud like I thought I would, I managed to contain myself barely. Like you said in your review earlier, a lot of eye candy, a lot of the visual effects look practical, even though I'm sure some of them were CGI. Good job, J.J. Abrams, for bringing Star Wars back to what it's good for. Less CGI, more practical. It makes it work really well. And surprisingly, with the new characters they introduced, I got really invested in them. And we spent a little time with them before they bring in the old characters so that we can get their story, we can get familiar with them. And I actually found myself caring a lot about them. You have Finn, you have Rey, you have Poe, played by Jason Isaacs, who also will play Apocalypse in X-Men Apocalypse. I found myself invested in the characters more than I thought I would be. I thought I wouldn't care about them. I would be like, oh, I just want to see Han, Luke, and Leia. Han, Luke, and Leia. I don't care about the others. But it turns out I enjoyed watching these other characters. And BB-8, yes. Another cute droid, and then you get R2-D2, you got 3PO. For the most part, they answered some questions, and asked a lot more questions, answered some of them. Can't wait for Episode 8 in May of 2017.
You want to feel like you're invested in a story that matters. In this movie, you feel like you're invested in what's going on it's the most important thing going on in the galaxy, basically, is what you're watching. I think that's really important. Now, like I had said earlier, the acting, so much better than Episode 1, 2, and 3. Every single person was so much better than 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if it was the direction or if it was just bad actors in 1, 2, and 3. I don't think it was bad actors because Natalie Portman's a fantastic actress. So I assume it was bad direction. But this movie, they nailed it. You believe the emotions you're supposed to believe. You believe they're really in the spots that they're in. And you believe that the people that care about each other truly care about each other. all the emotions you're supposed to feel, you feel, and I think that's extremely important for immersion in this movie. Now, when it comes to special effects, I'm not a special effects guy, but I thought they were top notch. Everything about it was awesome looking. I just want to see it again. The space fights, the freaking blaster fights, it's just all amazing. Everything about it, the sets. I don't know how much of the sets were green screen and how much were real, but they were amazing. They were huge. They were massive. It's good to see the nostalgic stuff, but the new stuff was just as exciting. It really was.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, what are you going to give this one?
I'm going to give this a solid 9. The reason I don't give it a higher score, some redundancy in the plot, which I will talk about in the spoiler section. A little redundancy in John Williams' score seemed a little bit off from what Star Wars usually is, but there were a lot of familiar themes that played in there, so that's not disappointing.
I give it a 9, and the reason I don't give it a perfect score is they chose, without going into spoilers, they chose to do some things that have been done in the past, and that really bothered me. Aside from that, I think it was a perfect movie. If they just would have been a little more creative on the plot and did something new, it would have gotten a perfect score. It's absolutely a must-see, though. Whether you're a Star Wars fan or not, this is a good action movie, and you should see it.
If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. Like this video, favorite it, share it. Curious to know, what is the best Star Wars movie? Shoot that down in the comment section below. And remember, you heard it here at The Source.